The Maitai River has burst its banks again as heavy rain lashes Nelson for a third day. Residential streets have been scoured out and destroyed by floodwaters, and slips have come down around homes.
More than 300 houses were evacuated from the area late yesterday, and many of the residents have still been unable to return. Leighton Hakel reports.
This was once a street. Now, well, you can see for yourself, it's a gushing stream.
Not something you expect to see when you look out your window.
This was Nelson's Devonish place yesterday. Today, it's split right down the middle.
It's a gutting because you know it's going to be a long time, and it's just so sad. You know, it's a beautiful neighbourhood that's going to need a lot of work done to repair it.
That goes for the entire Nelson area, which has been inundated by days of relentless rain. At least 308 homes were evacuated late yesterday as the Maitai River burst its banks. That's hundreds of residents having to spend the night elsewhere.
Okay, let's get out of here.
The water was just flowing through people's houses, and people were just wading out up to their knees in water, carrying out their animals, carrying out their gear, trying to salvage, grab what they could.
This has been an absolute astounding event that has hit.
Yesterday, where I'm standing right now, the Maitai River would have been above my head. It has dropped significantly since then, but with high tide fast approaching, it is moving quickly and it is rising fast. That's why evacuated residents have been locking up and getting out for another night.
We're just going to let it play its course. There's not much more we can really do at this point.
Their home and neighbouring ones were flooded and damaged.
So all the carpet there's ruined. Tossed and turned all the freezing stuff in the garage, and it's all just a massive mess in there now.
By 3 o'clock, high tide had arrived, the Maitai back up, bursting its banks, covering cars and flooding more properties.
The emergency response will be an extended one. We have got damage throughout the city, and as we've said, we've got damage to people's homes and homes that are likely to be uninhabitable. The scale and force of the water is clear to see in the Maitai Valley. Emergency Management Minister Kieran McAnulty has flown in to survey the damage, announcing a $200,000 support fund for the area.
The point of this fund is to provide welfare assistance straight away.
But with more rain forecast, the damage is not done yet.
Leighton Hakel joins us live now from Nelson. Leighton, the danger's not over yet.
Laura, the danger is certainly not over yet. It has been pelting down and the rain is set to continue into Saturday. We're down here on the Maitai River banks, and this is actually a street behind me. Earlier today we could walk down it. There is no chance of that at all. The river has been rising and rising. Now, Civil Defence are warning about the possibility of further evacuations tonight, and that is because they are expecting further flooding, and that has put a lot of uncertainty on those who have already been evacuated. They certainly won't be back into their homes tonight, and for some of them they won't be back at all because of the houses that have already been surveyed. Up to 20% of them have been red stickered. So this shocking and terrible weather is already having a devastating impact, and it's still coming down.
Thanks, Leighton Hakel, live from Nelson.
On the West Coast, Buller's Civil Defence Controller says the region has dodged a bullet, coming through 3 days of orange and red heavy rain warnings unscathed.
Evacuees have been allowed to return home, but Civil Defence isn't standing down just yet. Emma Turton reports from Westport.
After 3 days of heavy rain, Buller is standing its ground. The forecast rain passed without catastrophe.
We did dodge a bullet.
Residents across Buller have braced for the worst.
It came right up to my fence, and last couple of days I've sandbagged about 75 sandbags.
160 properties were advised to evacuate yesterday, but many chose to stay.
We were sick and tired of really going all over the countryside when we were told to be evacuated. We thought, no, not this time. This is our bedroom.
Instead, Diane and Jim McKinley say it's time for council to get a move on.
For them to get their shit together, and build these walls to try and protect Westport. We've had enough.
A business case for flood defence is being considered by central government.
This reinforces the need for it, I think. So I'm anticipating that they'll be looking at that very closely, and I'm hopeful for a favourable outcome.
Until then, Westport remains at the mercy of the elements. And while Mother Nature has shown its mercy so far, Buller is preparing for a sting in the tail of this storm.
Let's go live now to Emma Turton in Westport. And Emma, the red weather warning is being lifted.
Well, actually, the red weather warning is in place until 9 o'clock tonight. A review of this is happening right now by Met Service and local authorities. As you can see behind me, the Emergency Operations Centre and just down the road, the Community Hub, are still set up just to provide community reassurance to the people of Westport. This is because 80 to 100 millimetres of rain is still set to fall by midday tomorrow on an already sodden ground. There could also be a snow melt as well, and this Buller is braced for even more downpour.
Emma Turton live from Westport, thank you.